Alright, so our next section, the quadratic formula, solving quadratic equations using the quadratic formula. So the quadratic formula is one that you're going to have to know, even if it's by memorization. But when it comes to quadratic equations, we talked about factoring. Now, what happens if you have a quadratic equation that can't be factored? Then you're going to either complete the square, or we can use the quadratic formula. And we can also graph our graph to find our solutions. Okay, so with the quadratic formula, what you're going to have to know, there's several things. You have to make sure that your equation is written in standard form. And remember, standard form is ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. And with the quadratic formula, you have, of course, know the formula, but we're going to also need to be able to recognize A, B, and C, because what we're going to do at this moment is take what we find for A, B, and C and substitute it into the equation, the quadratic equation. So let's look at the first example, example 1. We have here 2x squared plus 9x plus 10 equals to 0. Using the quadratic formula, we want to make sure our equation is equal to 0, and this equation is equal to 0. We want to find our A. Our A here is 2, our B is 9, and C is 10. Okay, and then what we're going to do is substitute. I'm going to go ahead and write the formula down again. X is equal to negative times B plus or minus the square root of B squared minus 4 times A times C all over 2 times A. So we're going to plug it into the formula, those values in for A, B, and C. So we're saying X is equal to negative times 9 plus or minus the square root of 9 squared minus 4 times 2 times 10 all over 2 times 2. So we have negative 9 plus or minus the square root of 81. And then we have negative 4 times 2 times 10. Negative 4 times 2 is 8 times 10. That's negative 8 times 10. We have negative 80 all over 2 times 2, which is 4. We have negative 9 plus or minus the square root of 1 over 4. Take the square root of negative 1. We have negative 9 plus or minus 1 over 4. And then now, since we have plus or minus, we have two solutions here. We have X is equal to negative 9 plus 1 over 4, and let's do that one. We have negative 8 over 4, that is negative 2. Or X is equal to negative 9 minus 1 over 4, that is negative 10 over 4, and that reduces to negative 5 over 2. Now you can check your work to see if those solutions check out, and they do. Those are our solutions, negative 2 and negative 5 over 2.